What's going on, everybody in the VC? Craig back with some cool VCLT and a vinyl update. Great to kind of be back. Hope everybody's doing well. Fuck March weather. Everybody on the news is saying, typical March weather, you know, going from mid-40s and sunny to blistering 20s and teens and 5 inches of snow. Not a typical March here, at least in the last couple of years. We've had like 70s and sunny and rain, so more like spring weather, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Whatever. First things first, VC cheer. And what's playing in the background? Duke Jupiter 1. Great 70s, early to mid 80s, kind of bluesy bar rock type of stuff. Great band. I mean, if you're into that type of genre and stuff like that. Really hard to find any other stuff on vinyl. They weren't huge. And I mean, I see their stuff on eBay, Discogs. And I mean, if I wanted to collect everything, I could probably do that, but it would just kind of add up after a while. Be nice to kind of find it around here for a little bit cheaper, but you just don't see it. So anybody that kind of, you know, leave a comment about Duke Jupiter if you have any, if you see any, you know, kind of hit me up. This is the only album I got. So, and if you watched MTV in the first couple of years, you definitely saw their videos, especially for this song, the cheesy ass video for Little Lady off White Knuckle Ride. Props to my dad for turning me on to that album when I was a kid. Great album. Like I said, if you're into that genre. So, first things first, a package, some VCLT from my big brother LJ. What's up, dude? We shipped this out on Monday and it got here and it's Thursday, so thank you Media Mail for getting this here so quickly. I have no idea what's inside of this. He didn't tell me anything. He did tell me one thing that he was sending, but didn't tell me what it was. Just said, if you kind of go back in his videos, he scored massively on a bunch of sealed, I want to say bootleg 8 tracks. I don't know how you classify that. I guess you could say bootleg, but I'll show it when I get to it. I have no clue which one he sent me. He said he had a double one. He was going to send it my way, so thanks, dude. Alright, so let's just get right into this. I've only cracked it open. I haven't looked inside. So, oh wow. Beautiful packaging, first of all. He knows how to package stuff very nicely. I wonder why. Oh yeah, because he knows what he's doing. Alright, we got some cassettes up front, so let's do, okay. Twitch by Ministry. I have never actually heard of this before. This looks really cool. What year is this? 86, okay. I am definitely a Ministry fan. Big fan of these guys. I don't think I showed it all. I didn't say like last summer. I scored huge on a bunch of their CDs and stuff at Goodwill. So, very cool. Thanks, brother. Alright, okay, this one was the cassette that, okay, so I'll show it first. The Sky is Crying by Stevie Ray Vaughan. Sadly, brother, I already have this, so, he sent me a text when he sent the package out, and then also said, one of the tapes that he was sending me, he, left it in his cassette deck because he went to do the whole Be Kind rewind thing. Yeah. So that one's coming in the mail. But if anybody needs a copy of this, feel free to leave a comment, send me a message. I'll be more than glad to send it your way. I don't think I made a video for that. I scored all of Stevie's discography on cassette from Goodwill in one shot. But it was last spring, summer when I wasn't filming any videos because I was in the process of moving. So, my bad, but thanks again, brother. Dude, awesome. Okay, here was one of the sealed 8 tracks that he was sending me. Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits, Volume 1. Now this is going to stay sealed, man. I do not have this on 8-track. I do have Greatest Hits Volume 2 and Desire by Dylan on 8-track. So this is a very, very cool edition. Manufactured by Omega Sales Incorporated. Very, very cool. Oh wow, this has, okay, so this is like Greatest Hits Volume 1, and this has like some of the songs that are from the first Greatest Hits and from the Volume 2 that came out in the early 70s. So, It Ain't Me Babe, Down in the Flood, Tomorrow's a Long Time, Watching the River Flow, Lady Lady Lay, Subterranean Homesick Blues, Just Like a Woman, It's All Over Now Baby Blue, Tambourine Man, and Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. Very cool, very, very cool. This will always stay sealed. Like, I can't crack this one open, dude. A very, very gracious gift. Thank you so much. Nice note in here, okay. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Well, we're gonna have to, this is gonna be interesting to talk about. Alright, so first one up. I kind of was talking about this album recently on cassette, and how surprised I was at how good it was. Oh, promo copy. Very, very cool. Alright. This one might actually stay in the collection. I don't want to spoil something, but I did pick this up over the weekend, actually, because I was talking about how kind of, I'd never see it, and I ended up finding it. But, you know what, this one, because it was a gift from my brother, I will definitely keep it. And plus, it's a gold stamp promo, too, so I'll definitely be checking out to see the condition, though. I haven't looked at any of these yet, so this is all very live and in the moment. Okay, I definitely needed this one. This was one of the ones I told him I was needing. Scream Gene by the Nuge. You see, there's a lot of Ted Nugent you see around here, but it's usually self-titled, free-for-all, Cat Scratch Fever all the fucking time, and State of Shock I see, but those are all ones that I have, so it's a lot more the lesser kind of known Nugent albums, stuff from the 80s, like Penetrator, If You Can't Lick 'Em, Little Miss Dangerous, stuff like that that I don't have. And I'm a Nugent fan, so this is very cool addition to the collection. I did not have this, so thanks again, brother. You rule. Oh man, I love you, dude. Thank you. Alright, so we'll put that off to the side. Alright, let's get into, I got a couple of eBay finds. Actually, no, just one eBay find. Sorry, I thought I had more than that. I actually just bought some other stuff, so that's coming. Alright, this one, Upgrade. If you followed my videos from the beginning, I picked this one up out of the dollar bin about a year ago, and it definitely had seen better days. Way better days. But, couldn't pass it up. Mono. Never see it. I'm like, ah, fuck it. You know, it'd be a placeholder until I find a better copy. Lo and behold, I got lucky. Out of Our Heads by the Rolling Stones. And yes, mono. It's original inner sleeve. I'll pull this one out. I was amazed at how good a condition this was in. Very, very nice. Some light hairlines, a couple deep scratches, but nothing like bad. No. I was trying to look at it in the light a little bit better. But a few light ones, but it looks like a deep one here and there. But I mean, for the price, and I mean, overall, this is a very, very clean copy. I think I paid like $5 or $6, like a couple bucks for shipping. So I couldn't pass it up. Way better condition on the cover, and vinyl is in way better shape. Not one I spin a whole hell of a lot, but when you're kind of looking at your collection, you see some ones that you just need bad upgrading, and you need an upgrade, it starts to eat at you. So, and this was one that was eating at me. So, very, very cool to find that one. Next one, one I bought from the VC Trading Post page. Big thanks to Sean, Shotgun Records. The Mothers, Fillmore East, 1971, on the Bizarre label. Beautiful, beautiful shape. Typical ring wear that you see on this one, but the vinyl, just some paper scuffs, some very, very light hairline scratches, just in beautiful, beautiful shape. $11 shipped. So, I was very, very happy. I spun side one of this earlier, and whew, not only great music, but great sound quality. So, thanks again, Brother Sean. I know I already thanked you on the Facebook page, but just wanted to thank you here. Alright, on to the finds from the weekend. These are ones that were from my $3 spot, discount place that's just down the street from here. No new arrivals, but I had some time to really dig through everything, and I wanted to go through everything they had, which is like between 1,500 and 1,700 albums, so not a bad clip. Kind of like digging through my own collection, kind of, but just kind of wanted to go through and pick out a few that I knew that they had there that I wanted to get and see just kind of what else I could find. So, I already talked about this. Nugent. Cover on this one definitely is pretty beat up, but the vinyl is in amazing shape, so I couldn't pass it up. Another one kind of in the same vein as the Nugent that I picked up on cassette and never heard before, played it, and was kind of blown away by. Same with this one. Hold Out by Jackson Browne. Picked this one up, actually got it in that 8-track haul a few months ago, and then I picked it up on cassette a few weeks ago. Took it home, played it, and was like, wow, this is actually really, really good. So, couldn't pass it up when I found it on vinyl. In beautiful shape, too. This one, I really hope Eli, NB drummer, my brother, hope you found a copy of this or arranged like a trade, or hopefully you've gotten a hold of this, because I found this, so I told you I was going to look for it for you, and at first I was planning on just sending it out to you, but after listening to it, I really, really dig this album, and I can see why you're on the hunt for it. Todd Rundgren, the ever-popular Tortured Artist Effect, known for the hit song Bang the Drum All Day. What a great, great album. I was floored by how good this is. I'm really starting to beef up more of my Rundgren and Utopia collection and stuff like that, so this is a very, very cool edition, and I swear to God, if you do not have a copy yet or haven't arranged something, let me know, and I will keep my eyes so far peeled you would not believe, and I will get you a copy of this, dude, I swear. I don't know, I'd have a hard time parting that one out. Like, that's a really good album, and that's one of the few times I've ever seen it, so we'll talk, man, we'll talk. This last one, they had like 3 or 4 copies of this album, and I wasn't like A-Bing copies or anything. I just happened to find this one and put it in the stack and went about digging, and right before I went to check out, I was like, oh, I want to see what the condition is, because I checked out all the other ones. Went to go check out the condition. Kind of hard to check out the condition when it's still sealed. So $3 still sealed, cannot complain. Here's to Future Days by the Thompson Twins. Had not really been on a huge hunt for this, especially since I knew they had it there. But figured since I had the money and was out digging, I'd finally pick it up. So very, very cool that the one I picked up was still sealed. So very cool addition to the Thompson Twins. Hadn't really been wanting that one. Like, I had the 2 that I really wanted, which were Sidekicks and Into the Gap, but I've been listening to, they do this 80s weekend on one of the radio stations around here every weekend, all 80s, and most of the stuff, you know, they pretty much just rotate the same like 200 songs, so you're guaranteed to hear, you know, if you really like a song, you're guaranteed to hear it next weekend. I can't talk. So I've heard Lay Your Hands on Me a bunch of times lately, and I'm like, oh, I really should get that. Lo and behold, I got a hold of it, so it'll be getting cracked open and spun here soon. Alright, now on to a big old stack of vinyl that I bought from my brother Eli, NB drummer. If you follow his channel, quick side note, if you don't follow his channel, get your ass over there and subscribe. Great dude, great selection of music. My brother, Kiss, anything metal, hard rock. He's got a soft side too. He's a Beatles fan. He's a fan of everything. So, and he's got a killer collection. So, he posted a pretty long video of stuff that he had up for sale or trade, and immediately I was on it. I mean, I'm writing the message with everything that I want as I'm watching the video, and just some stellar stuff in there, and killer prices. I mean, he hooked a brother up big time. So, thanks again, dude. You rule. So let's get into these. Journeyman by Eric Clapton. Don't really see this one too often out in the wild, so I had to pick it up, and been kind of wanting to work on my Clapton collection just because, I mean, there's a ton of holes I need to fill, and I figure why the hell not. One that I had never seen before and was unaware of until this video. Crazy Horse at Crooked Lake. Some ringwear to it, and definitely some coverwear, but the vinyl is in great shape. So, Can't beat some good Crazy Horse. Stormbringer by Deep Purple. Beautiful, beautiful shape. Still in the shrink. Well, actually, the shrink is taped to the cover. So I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. At first, I was kind of like, oh, a little myth, but then when I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute. Shrink's not going to tear, because usually you know, if you keep something in the shrink, more than likely, you know, you're going to get your tears definitely here at the seam. But I figured it's taped on there, you know, I don't have to worry about sleeving it. It's in great shape. You know what? I'm not angry at all. I wasn't angry in the first place. I was more like, oh. But you know what? Very, very cool. And I think it was only a couple bucks, so you know what? I'm not even worried about ever trying to upgrade that one. That's a great album. Thank you, brother. You filled a major hole in Deep Purple's collection here. Still need Burn, but Stormbringer's still pretty good. Am I at the end of this one? Nope. Still another song to go. Alright. Grand Funk Railroad. Mark, Don, and Mel. Great double album. Kind of a sort of early kind of compilation, greatest hits, if you will, pre We're an American Band and Some Kind of Wonderful, which are, you know, cool songs, and, you know, their albums from the 70s were, you know, really good, but this is a real classic period for Grand Funk, and I love it. Great, great shape, too. Got all the original inserts, poster, all that shit, so awesome. Once Bitten by Great White. Kind of decided I want to start beefing up more of the 80s hard rock, hair metal, stuff like that. And this one you just don't see all that often, so really excited about that. Really, really beefed up the Tull lately. I've really filled in some major gaps in the Jethro Tull collection. Still got a few holes to fill, but not as many as I had in the last, you know, up until the last month or so. So, Score. Jethro Tull, A Passion Play. Now, it's not like it's hard to find Jethro Tull around here. I mean, you know, sorry, I got a little, I was trying to look inside, but, it's not like it's hard to find. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. It's not like it's hard to find Tull around here, but price-wise, it can get a little sketchy, and honestly, I saw him post all these, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta help a brother out. Like, I'd rather buy from a VC member than purchase off of eBay Discogs or a record store owner that is just pricing the fuck out of things just to, you know, make a buck. Like, no. Help your local stores and support them, but only to a point. I'm not gonna spend $10 on a Tull album I know I can get in way better shape and for cheaper. Sorry. Little rant. Jethro Tull, A. Broadsword and the Beast. Oh yeah. Under Wraps. And Crest of a Knave. Very, very happy to find all of these, so. Dude, you are forever remembered in my collection just because of how much Tull you sent my way, so thanks, dude. Alright, next one up. Manic Nirvana by Robert Plant. Now, I really don't think... I need to kind of do my research. Uno momento. Let's go ahead and flip this sucker over while we're at it. Break time, get yourself a drink. Go use the bathroom. Get something to eat. Blow your nose. We can wait. Nah, I don't want to wait. Don't waste your time. So, Manic Nirvana by Robert Plant, once again. I really don't know if there's any other Plant that I need. I know his discography, but I don't know what else was released on vinyl post Manic Nirvana. Maybe his, I don't know, his Band of Joy. I'm pretty sure the duet album he did with Alison Krauss. I'm pretty sure that's on vinyl. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I've got everything else from Pictures at 11 up through Nirvana on vinyl. I've got Fate of Nations on CD, so unless that one made it onto vinyl, but we're talking 93, so doubtful. But very, very cool to add another spot in the Robert Plant collection. Now, on to the last three. If you're into 80s hard rock, metal, 80s hair metal. We'll leave it at that. We're not going to say metal, and I'll start a fucking debate. These next three are for you. If not, just kind of hang out. If you do, please. This one, I immediately was all over. I'm like, oh my god, I need to have it, need to have it. Love this album. Trifecta completer. So fucking stoked. Actually, the last three are all trifecta completers for me. I'll reiterate, trifecta, CD, cassette, vinyl. And LJ, he actually was interested in this one too, but I beat him out to it. Then he found out. He made Eli tell him who got to it first. And he sends me a text and he's like, dude, you fucking got to Skid Row first, you bastard. Something along those lines, but I think it was more son of a bitch. But I know you said you found a copy, I believe, on Discog, so hopefully you got that and we're even now. Don't be hating. But Skid Row, self-titled. I absolutely love this album. This one is like one of the first albums I really got into when I was really little. That was kind of borderline, you know, that hard rock, easing me into metal, stuff like that. Because I didn't really grow up with a ton of hard rock metal stuff. My dad had some AC/DC and stuff like that, but you know, I had to kind of search on my own and start, you know, acquiring my own kind of hard rock and metal collection. This is one that he had on a CD, and fell in love with it, and I still love it to this day. It's probably one of the few albums I've played a shit ton between CD and cassette and all that. Definitely on the hunt for Slave to the Grind. Now that would be a grail, because that album is fucking metal. Oh yeah. Disagree with me on that. Slave to the Grind, yeah, great fucking album. Next one up, Pride by White Lion. Definitely a good album. Good album. Got your James Lomenzo on bass. Went on to play with Megadeth later on. Vito Bratta. Couldn't remember his last name for a second. Great guitar player, very underrated. Underrated band too. They got into the hair metal sort of thing, but then they released some other great albums like Man Attraction, Big Game. Great band. And one that gets a ton of shit, thank you to Beavis and Butthead, Winger. They honestly, I mean, if it weren't for that show, they probably would have just been lumped in as another, you know, hair metal band, which they were, but they also had great players, and people forget that. I mean, you've got Rod Morgenstein on drums from the Dixie Dregs. I mean, come on, great fucking drummer. You got Red Beach, who's an amazing guitar player, and I mean, Kip Winger, as cheesy as hell as he can be, he's still, I mean, he's got the bass playing credentials, you know, just overall a great band. You know, he had great players in this band, and great songs. I mean, Madeline, 17, as horrid of a song as it can be at times, it's still a great tune. Head for a Heartbreak is kind of, you know, really good for that, you know, typical 80s ballad song. I mean, I've always loved this album. I've just taken a lot of shit for it over the years. So, glad to get it on vinyl. One that I cannot play when my little lady's at home. Just not... If there's one genre of mine that I'm really into that she just doesn't dig, it'd be the hair metal. But, no big deal. It's not like she's home all the time. Oh yeah. If she leaves the house, the hair metal comes on. Bust out the Aquanet, baby. Sorry. Alright, well, that concludes the vinyl update. I do have a couple of 8 tracks and some cassettes to show, but I'm going to save that for an entire cassette video. I've got some other cassettes coming in the mail that I bought, and going out digging tomorrow, so pretty for sure Goodwill will turn up a few more cassettes, so I'm going to save that for a whole just strictly cassette update. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers, new and old. I know I just passed the 300 mark, so apparently that's a huge benchmark for a lot of people lately, so I'm glad to be another one to pass the 300 mark as well. See how many more subscribers we can get. I know the vinyl community is just blowing up huge. There's new members every day, and it's fucking nuts. I love it. So, on that note, I will catch you guys in the next video. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a thread response to the best second albums thread. I know I want to jump in on Billy Creone's album of the week thread, and I got a music room tour I need to do, so tons of shit in the works, so you'll see me soon. On that note, have a good one. Peace.